I'm Anne, and welcome to Engineer, where curiosity leads the way. From everyday thoughts to creative ideas, let's learn, explore, and grow together. Our next topic is about work, energy, and power. By definition, work is done only if an object is moved through some displacement while a force is applied to it. For example, if you have exerted a force on a wall, it means and the wall did not move, so it means there's no displacement, so no work is done on the wall. In other words, the work done on an object by a constant force during a linear displacement along the x-axis is, so work is equal to the force times the distance. So the x component of the force is considered when the displacement is in the x-axis or if the displacement is horizontal. So if the displacement is vertical, so we will consider the y component of the force. So the unit of work is joule or Newton meter for the SI unit, and the English system we use foot pound. So power, on the other hand, so it is the rate at which the force does work. So for example, so in the scenario wherein you walk up the stairs and run up the stairs, so following the formula of the work, which is the force times the distance, you have the same work done, but you have different rate at which the work is done. So running up the stairs is faster than walking up the stairs. Energy is the ability or capacity to do the work. So there are two examples, or we use the two mechanical energy for this one. So kinetic energy is the energy associated to particles and systems that are moving, or this is the energy in motion. So the formula is 1/2 mass times velocity squared. Potential energy is stored energy due to position. So the formula is mass times the gravitational acceleration and the height or position of the object. For example, a pump lifts water from a lake to a large tank 20 meters above the lake. So we have the height, which is 20 meters. How much work against gravity does the pump do as it transfers 5.0 cubic meter of water to the tank? So the volume of the water is 5.0 cubic meters. So we have here the equivalent for every cubic meter of water, which is 1,000 kilograms. So the mass should be 5.0 cubic meter multiplied by 1 cubic meter to 1,000 kilogram. So we have 5,000 kilogram. So analyzing the problem, it says work against gravity. So work against gravity is the potential energy. So work here is mgh. So mass is 5,000. So we have 9.8 meter per second square multiplied by the height, which is 20 meters. So our work is 980,000 joule or 980 kilojoule. So this is our work. Next problem. So calculate the average horsepower required to raise a 150 kilogram drum to a height of 20 meters in a time of 60 seconds. So let's recall the formula for power, which is the work over time. And then 1 horsepower is equal to 746 watts. So given a mass of 150 kilograms and then a height of 20 meters. So here, let's calculate for the power. So work is force times distance over time. So the force here should be equal to the weight because we are going to raise the 150 kilogram drum. So we have weight is mg. So we have mgd, or let's denote the distance as the height over the time. So power here is 150 kilograms multiplied by 9.8 meters per second square times the height, which is 20 meters, over 60 seconds. So we have the power is 490 watts. But the question requires horsepower, so let's convert this 746 watts to 1 horsepower. So we have 0. So 490 over 746 is 0.66 horsepower. A 2-kilogram ball is dropped from a height of 10 meters. So question A, what is the potential energy at the top before falling? So we have the mass of the ball, which is 2 kilograms, and then the height, which is 10 meters. So letter A, the potential energy is simply mgh. So we have 2 kilograms multiplied by 9.8 meters per second square times 10 meters. So the potential energy is 196 joule. So letter B, what is its kinetic energy just before hitting the ground? So in letter B, if we assume that there is no air resistance, the potential energy at the initial height is equal to the kinetic energy just before hitting the ground. So the kinetic energy is also equal to 196 joule. For letter C, what is its speed just before impact? Before impact means before it hits the ground. So we have here the kinetic energy is equal to 1/2 mv square. So 2 ke over m is equal to v square. So the velocity is square root of 2 times kinetic energy over the mass. So we have what square root of 2 times 196 joule over 2 kilograms. So the velocity is 14 meters per second. Thank you for watching, Future Engineers. If you learned something new today, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Engineer, where learning meets engineering fun. Got questions or topics you want me to cover next? Drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear from you.